Hello, YouTube. I was just reading some of the comments on my last video while I was driving, and some people are wondering why I'm always driving. Seems like I'm always driving in my videos. And it's because usually when I'm doing these videos, these live streams while I'm driving, I'm actually heading somewhere that takes some time. Like I may be heading out to pick up my kids for the weekend, or I just got off work and I'm heading, home from work. And I take advantage of the drive time to do these rants or these chats. And I actually have my daughter with me right now. We are exploring Kissimmee. Yeah. So we decided to go thrifting around Orlando. Hopped on 192 and cut out to Orlando here, but went to some thrift stores and stuff. We're currently at Kissimmee Lakeside Park. Orlando is like full of hundreds of lakes, and I'd never seen this lake here before. I mean, I saw it on the Google Maps and on the maps, but never decided to come over. But we were just over at the Goodwill near here, and I decided to Google things to do near me. So if you ever get lost somewhere, like in a city that you don't know and you want to know what you can do, just Google, as long as you have internet connection, Google things to do near me, and Google will come up with all these places like this, which I've never been here, even though my daughter thinks we've been here before. But I've never been to this lake, and it apparently is like takes you to downtown Kissimmee, and they got traffic circles here, which is kind of interesting. But it's a beautiful park with to the right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a nice little sidewalk for walking, so you can come here and go for a nice stroll. It's right along the lakefront. There are picnic pavilions. I don't know if you have to reserve them or not, but look at all this parking here. Plenty of parking. I think somebody's getting ready to have a wedding here. I saw it like a wedding party. And there's a playground. Lots of things that you could do here, and it is scenic. So we might pull over. I think I'm gonna go near the other end where we saw the playground and stuff. There's like, I guess, a bathroom and visitor center and stuff like that. And as far as I know, it's all free here. So, free is always good. Knowing that this is here now, when I have both my kids or something, we might, instead of just pulling over somewhere, we might get food like from Walmart or something and then come here to eat, because there really are nice picnic pavilions that you could sit at, and afterwards you can go for a walk. I don't know if they have fishing. If they did, my son could go fishing. Let's see if there's any parking on the main side here. This is the side with the visitor center. It says public parking, American Legion parking, and it's got this big thing with the bathrooms, and I think they're open. So American Legion. This is American Legion. This is not the park, is it? Maybe it is the park, right by the American Legion. No, this isn't the park. I think this just says American Legion, so I don't want to park here. Wow, a lot of American Legion members. So they have their American Legion building right here, right between the park, between the picnic benches and stuff. It says, what is that? Representative John Cortez. State Representative John Cortez's office is right here. So if you're trying to track him down, this is where he is. He's got an office right off the lakefront. What an awesome view. So, do I really know what I'm doing now? I'm just exploring. But some people were saying why I seem to like drive a lot. Well, I have to go somewhere. What you're seeing me is actually monetizing the drive. So, remember what I said about being a YouTuber, and almost any video you make can make money? Now, some videos, if you took the time to edit and make really nice videos, you could make a lot of money. You get a lot more views, a lot more ads and things like that. So they make a lot of money. But if you're a small channel like me, you don't have that many views anyways, you can still make money off like any video. Like me driving around here will make some money. And so if I take my camera out and make a video, it pays for gas, it pays for food. So that's why and it gives me a chance to stay connected with you guys. This looks like a veterans. Do you have your mask, honey? This looks like a veterans memorial park, which is good. So we're gonna go out and take a look around here. This park. Make sure you lock the door, okay? Take a look at this park out here. It's like the center of downtown, and there's a library right there. Look at the library at Kissimmee. I'm shocked. I always thought Kissimmee would have kind of run down looking crappy stuff. But the library looks like a really nice building. Probably closed because it's Sunday. You can see the library sign there pointing to it. I gotta clean the lens here. I think it's dirty. Clean my lens. Okay, sorry about that. I think that's a little bit clearer now. But yeah, this is a Veterans Memorial Park here. So it's like lakes. What is it? I don't know. Did I say like Lakeside Park? But they have a Veterans Memorial here at the park. And it's actually very beautiful down here. Look at it. Look how they have the brick roadway. They even allow dogs here, evidently, and they give you they provide you with dog stuff. Yeah, this whole thing, Kristen, with the stimulus bill and all that, it is so messed up. And you should see what's happening in Florida. The governor here is rejecting the additional aid, saying it's going to cost too much money. They didn't even pay the $600 stimulus previously because you had to get it through the Florida unemployment, and the system was down and broken, and then people were rejected. It's a mess, and I don't know what's happening to all that money. I think it's being pocketed. I don't know. All I know is a lot of people didn't get it. So, and then right now they're going to reject the new one. That's what's going on in Florida. So I don't want to get into that because that's a whole nother. But you know, people are needing it because people don't have anything. They're like, well, it's making people not want to work. It's making people can't work because there's no jobs. I don't know. I could show you all the stores and stuff that are closed. I wonder where my daughter went. My daughter like disappeared. My daughter's like gone. I lost my daughter. Oh well. I hope she has her phone. I can call her and say, hey, where are you? She was like in the car, and now she's gone. So, but anyhow, I'm just gonna look around and kind of show this place off because I haven't been here before. It does have the flag are at half mast. Can someone tell me what's going on right now? See, they got the United States flag. Oh, I know. The justice just died. One of the justices just died, and so they have the flag at half mast. That Palmilla flag is prisoner of war missing in action flag. It's down below the United States flag. Just a little bit of knowledge for you, for those of you who don't know. In the United States, there are some rules about how flags should be flown and stuff like that. But one of the rules is that the United States flag always has to be above all other flags in America. Okay, because we are Americans, and that's our flag that represents our values. Even the Palmilla flag is underneath it. And they fly it at half mast when there's something big has happened, like somebody famous, somebody, not famous, but important to the country has died. So that's why that's at half mast. If you ever look at the flagpole and the American flag is upside down, we are in deep shit. Okay, that means we're under attack. Something bad is going on. Things are definitely not normal. So right now, it's just a way of letting Americans know when they see the flag at half mast, somebody has died that's very important to the country. Like I said, I've never been here before, so this is all new to me. It's Kissimmee founding families. So these are the people who were here that make Kissimmee what it is. Let's see, Kissimmee. Some people like Kissimmee. This memorial wall commemorates and celebrates the pioneer families integral to the founding of Osceola County and the city of Kissimmee. So these are the people. And I am really, really surprised at how nice it looks. Because I think there's a church going on over there. That looks like a church group. They're up talking. This looks like they have set it up for like weddings and all sorts of stuff. You know, you could have a wedding or something here. But yeah, it's beautiful. And there's some sandhill cranes out there. The fact that they have they allow dogs here. This is a great park. You know, they evidently made the park for the people. I hate it when they have like a park and there's no dogs allowed. I think a lot of people have dogs, have pets and stuff like that. So, but they do provide like the doggy bags. And see, then there's a trash can with a doggy bag. I always like parks like that and I like the people of that city because it means they understand what the heck the park is. A park is a way for families to get out away from the bustle of what their normal life is and just come here and relax. And for a lot of people, having a pet with them is relaxing. For some people, the pet is their family. But it looks like they set up this gazebo, this little archway here for weddings. So I get the feeling that a lot of people probably get married here, and it's set up by the city. So I don't know if they charge you money to rent it out or if you just come and just set up. If you were interested in that, you probably have to contact the city of Kissimmee and ask about this park. And I know that you can get married at like Lake Eola, which I got married at Lake Eola when I first got married. I'm going to walk through this. That church has a lot of screaming. I think it's Spanish or something. It's interesting. But these are sandy cranes. They make that really nasty sound. I don't want to make it. Oh, he's looking at me because they think I'm talking to him. I don't want to make the sound because they might come charge at me. But yeah, these are sandhill cranes. For those of you who haven't seen previous videos, you wonder what that stuff hanging down is called. It's called Spanish moss. And it is not part of the plant. It's actually a different plant that somehow manages to travel from tree to tree. And then they spread and grow. And they look cool, like you want to grab them, but I'm telling you, do not grab those things. And don't put it in your hair, okay? Because there's these little mite-like thingies there. Look how pretty it looks. The trees gives it that southern look. But yeah. That building is called Berlinski Community House. They have a nice little turfed playground there for the kids. I'm looking at the people in front of me and they look to be celebrating a sweet 16. So I suspect they're Spanish, Hispanic, maybe Puerto Rican. Puerto Ricans really celebrate, I think, like 16 years old. When a girl becomes 16, it's just like treated like a princess. I don't know the full story, but I know they really get into it. And like the girl's holding up balloons as they're 16, so the assumption is it's their sweet 16. And the family's making a big deal out of it, which they do. And I really think you should. I think all people should celebrate their kids. City of Kissimmee Stormwater Quality Improvement Project. So I guess they do that with the lake here. And they have a little sit area, a little walk area, as well as a this is great. Look at this place. It's huge, and even this, they design it so you can, step down on it. Because they know people are gonna, like me, walk right through the grass. Yeah, look at that. And if you're wondering if there's alligators there, I can most guarantee you there's alligators in there. There's a little white a little lighthouse over there on the end. People here walking their dogs. I'm gonna go find a little bench to sit at. I don't know where my daughter went. There's a dragonfly right here. I don't know if you saw our little friend, the dragonfly. But yeah, I'm gonna attempt to sit here and talk a little bit and just chill. But yeah, basically you'll see me make these videos because I'm taking advantage of the fact that I'm out somewhere interesting or I'm driving and I have a lot of time to talk, so that I can keep the YouTube channel going. For those of you who want to know about YouTube and monetized channels and stuff, even though YouTube says you don't have to keep doing videos all the time, you do. The way it works is this. Once you monetize, you make money on ads, okay, ad revenue. But the issue is you don't make the money unless people watch it. And YouTube typically does not keep promoting your videos, not unless it's one of those viral videos. So you make a video and typically only maybe 7 to 15% of your subscribers will actually watch it. So, and then once they watch it once, they never watch it again. It just disappears into oblivion. That's why, some channels just delete old videos. They don't really get that much views. Like, when a video is published, that first day is when it's going to get the most views. And then, see somebody there in their boat. But what it requires you to do pretty much as a YouTuber is keep publishing new videos. Some YouTubers, like when they get established, they only do 1 or 2 videos a week. I was really shocked. I'm gonna set this down because I gotta tie my shoes. But I was really shocked when Mark Weems, who I kind of follow. I don't have a place to set this down. I hope you guys don't mind looking at the sky for a minute. All right. So Mark, who is one of the YouTubers I follow, just because he's in Thailand and stuff, was talking about he puts out 2 videos a week on just one channel, and he has several channels. So he has at least 2 channels, if not more. So he probably does about 4 to 6 videos a week on his different channels, and he gets way more views than I do. So, I'm trying to cover the phone because there's like wind, so we're trying to block the wind noise. But basically, once you're on YouTube, it's not like if you do a video, like when I write a video game or something, or a book, I put it out there and it keeps making money, like royalties. So you put the game out and it keeps selling. So once the game is out, it keeps making money. And when it's new, it makes a lot of money, but as it gets older, it makes less and less money to the point where eventually it doesn't make too much money. Well, YouTube's video cycle is much faster than that. It's like you publish, and within the first week, it starts to drop down on number of views drastically. So all the popular channels and stuff you see, most of them, they became popular because their videos got views, like the millions of views or whatever, within the first day or 2. And then after that, it hardly gets any views. It gets some, but not anywhere near 1 million, 2 million in one day. My videos don't get anywhere near that, so that's why you see me putting so many videos. And you're like, the crappy videos, yeah, for now. I'm just keeping the channel going until I have time to actually work on being a real YouTuber. Kind of produce edited videos that will hold a lot more people. But even these crappy videos, if you want to call them that, they do make money. They don't make a lot, but let's say I make $20 or $40 off each video. That paid for the gasoline and me and the kids eating out for the day, So let's say they got some kind of statue here. The people are taking pictures, so we won't go there. But yeah, there's like a lot of things you can do just walking around and looking at all the stuff, places to pose for pictures. I can see photographers coming here to take pictures, especially like weddings and stuff. Looks like a beautiful park. It's Sunday, right after church, I think. So a lot of people are coming. Those are the people wearing white. I think they are having a wedding. I'm not 100% sure. But this is an amazing park. It's so beautiful. This lake, they're evidently, big enough for lots of boats and stuff to go in it. It's a huge lake. But if you ever look at a map, like Google Map, Orlando and Kissimmee specifically, you will see that this whole place is nothing but like hundreds of lakes, if not thousands of lakes. So Orlando is full of lakes. They even have, and these look free, little binoculars. Let's see what we can see. And I see nothing. Maybe I'm just blind. Can you see anything through the holes? You're gonna look across there and see it's dirty. It's the water has collected on the inside of the lens, blocking the view. Well, it was a nice gesture for the city to do that, to put up binoculars for people to, because you could view the lighthouse, you can view that speedboat out there. I don't know if that's a little sailboat or something out there. What I don't see is fishing. I don't see people. There's a boat launch, I think, over there where people can launch the boats. So I presume that the people go boating and go fishing. But what I don't see is people coming to this park with a fishing pole. But at the same time, I don't see any signs that say no fishing. So, hey, do you see that bird underneath the bridge? You see that? That little bird right there? What kind of bird that is? Spider Sense wants to know about flamingos in this area. He says, is it rare to see flamingos in Florida? I need to go to people's yards. Most of the flamingos you're going to see in Florida are the plastic ones. If you see those, I'll go by people's yards and show you. Some people will have hundreds of those flamingos out there. But as far as real flamingos, you generally don't see them here. Okay? You'll see them in places like Busch Gardens, where they, I guess, capture them. You might see them in South Florida, but flamingos you don't see in the wild. I'm going to go look at some animals, but there's a bird under there, and there's some other little duck-like bird in the water. But as far as wild animals, this is what you're going to see in Florida, and depending on parts of Florida. But you will see the wildest birds you're probably going to see are probably the peacocks. Peacocks run around the neighborhoods around here in Central Florida, East Coast. I don't know about Orlando, but I know in Brevard County, they live a lot on Merritt Island, but they also live in Melbourne, like when I was doing the mail route. And I showed you some of those peacocks before, but they make they got the nastiest sound. They scream. It's like a screeching sound. There's something there sticking up, and that could either be a rock or the tip of an alligator's nose. I don't know if you can see that right there. That little wedge thingy sticking up. If it goes down, then it was an alligator. I think alligators have to breathe air like we do. So when they're underwater, I think they hold their breath. And if you keep them underwater forever, they die because they drown just like we do. There's like the little duck-like thingy right there. You'll see snakes, all sorts of snakes, including water moccasins. Sometimes like here we might see them swimming around. They swim really, really fast, and they float on the water. The air bubbles you see coming there in the water, I don't think those are creatures. I think that's rotting vegetation. Potentially, unless they stop. If they stop, then it was a creature. Or a couple creatures breathing. There's another bird there. So there's a lot of wildlife here. Little tiny birds. I don't know what they are. Sparrows or something. So lots of different animals. Dragonflies. But as far as Florida type stuff, you're going to see alligators almost everywhere. Anywhere there's water, presume there's alligators. And if you're on the beach side by the water, or even the rivers that connects to the ocean water, you can see dolphins and manatees. Sometimes you'll see sharks. Okay? And on the land itself, you can see bears and cougars. We call them panther here, Florida panther. And you'll see the boars, the wild boars, of course, armadillos. If you want like exotic giant snakes, you got to go down to South Florida. They haven't spread throughout all of Florida. Right now, they're going in the wild because what people did was they bought giant snakes like boas and stuff like that, constrictors. And there's a bird singing there. I don't know if it's the one on the pole there. Do you see the little pole in the distance? There's a bird perched on it. And if it looks kind of dark, it's because the sky's kind of grayish black. It had just rained here. It was raining, throughout the ride, or parts of the ride. This water's really black. I'd hate to fall in there. It's scary looking. I don't know if you guys ever saw the movie as a kid, Creature from the Black Lagoon. Remember that? Yeah, that's what that water reminds me of. It's like pitch black, scary. Got some water lilies and stuff. Water plants. Sometimes you might see snakes and stuff on here and frogs. That's one thing I feel blessed about being in Florida and stuff is we have a lot of wildlife, and you don't even need to go to the zoo. You have to just go to the beach or go to a park like this and you see all these animals. I know people freak out if they see the peacocks. In my lifetime, as far as living in Florida, I have seen zero real flamingos living in the wild in Florida. I've seen a whole bunch of flamingos at the Brevard County Zoo. If you're in Brevard County and you go to the Brevard County Zoo, they have a little section that's full of hundreds of flamingos. And I've seen them in movies and stuff, but I have never seen them just walking around like I see the alligators and Like, I've seen alligators, and I've seen armadillos, and I've seen panthers and stuff like that. Even bobcats. Seen some snakes, lots of different types of snakes. And raccoons, lots of raccoons around here. If he wants to see more cooking, maybe I'll make some more cooking videos. The issue is I've pretty much shown all my dishes. I don't really cook too much. I was hoping that, if I go to Thailand and stuff, I can show you guys real Thai cooking, like street food and stuff. If I can talk the people cooking to let me film them cooking and share with you how they do it. But that would be a lot more interesting than me cooking, because my cooking usually is just cut up the meat or leave the meat intact, put it in a pan, add some oil, put in some bhadia, maybe throw in soy sauce. There goes some birds there. But that's pretty much my cooking. So if you guys want to see more of the same stuff, I might do it. But for the most part, my cooking is like the same stuff over and over and over. It's like, how do I cook ribs? Well, I take the ribs and I put bhadia on it, and then I put soy sauce on it, and I bake it, or I grill it or whatever. I barbecue it. How do I cook steak? Well, I take the steak and I throw it on the grill or whatever, and I put bhadia on it and possibly some soy sauce. You'll notice a running theme. I do the same thing regardless of what it is. So maybe I'll make some more dishes, but the most part, one of the... there's a train nearby here. I don't know if you guys can hear that train. Woo! It's very close. But one of the things with keeping a budget is that you eat typically very much the same stuff almost every week or whatever. So my diet is usually the same. I always have rice, which is an Asian thing. But with the rice, I'll have a meat dish, possibly steak, possibly chicken, possibly pork, and maybe stir-fried vegetables. I know the wind's probably making all sorts of noise right now. I'm going to try to block the wind if I can. I don't know if it's blocking the wind or making it worse, but typically I will eat the same kind of foods every week. And the reason for that is it's what I know how to make. It's delicious. I love eating it. And I know what the budget is. If you're continually buying new foods and making new things, it's hard to budget because you don't know what the budget is. Whereas if I always get pork and I always get ribs, or I get whatever I get, I know what my budget is. Like for me right now, living in the RV, it's expensive having to pay rent and stuff, but my food bill is less and I'm eating better. Like I'm eating steak quite a bit. And I'm like, how can you afford that? Because I buy steak from like Thrifty for probably about $2 or $3 per slab of steak. And I'll eat that. It's not, when I feel like American, I'll eat one whole steak in one day. But sometimes when I'm Asian, that one little $2 meat slab of steak, I'll cut into little strips of meat for stir fry and stuff like that. And it'll last me a whole week. So it depends on what my money situation is. But I always try to eat with meat and vegetables and stuff now. I get a lot more vegetables than I used to when I was in the van, because I have the ability to refrigerate things and even freeze things. So I have more spices, like I have peppers that I freeze now. Before I would buy the peppers and they had to be eaten in 1 or 2 days or they start to mold up and go bad. So now I get the peppers and I freeze a whole bag of peppers and I take out a couple and cut them up and use them. So, having access to a refrigerator, especially a freezer, saves you a lot of money because you can buy meat in bulk and freeze it. Buy it when it's on sale. But as far as what I cook, I pretty much cook the same thing. So if you want to watch the same kind of stuff over and over, I can make more videos of me cooking fried rice, pork fried rice, chicken fried rice. Red curry. Chicken red curry, pork red curry. I can even show how to use the rotisserie chicken to make the red curry, like chicken red curry or whatever. So if you guys like that kind of stuff, I will do them. But for the most part, you already know how they're done if you watch the previous cooking videos, because it's essentially the same stuff. Anyhow, I am going to let you guys go. It looks like it's going to pour rain again here, and my daughter probably wants to continue exploring Kissimmee. So we're just traveling around, and I'll share with you stuff as I find it if it looks like it might be of interest, or if some of you might be passing through the area. This park right here is I think Lakeside Park, and it's right in the center of downtown Kissimmee. Definitely worth a stop. You can come here and have a picnic or go for a walk or something. And if you're traveling with your dog, as long as you have it on a leash, they allow it. So they have those little doggy bags and stuff. Take care, everyone. God bless you all. Please stay safe, and I hope wherever you are enjoying yourself. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye now.